Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 14, hopefully luckier episode number 14, of our Pokemon Pearl playthrough here on the channel. If you missed the last episode, I suggest you go check it out, because I'll be talking some spoilery stuff pretty soon in this episode. We're here in Eterna City. We just got our gym badge from the Eterna Gym, our forest badge down below. It enables us to use Cut outside of battle, which means we'll be able to go check out the Team Galactic headquarters here in town. And in order to get that badge, we went through a pretty serious battle, in which, as you can see from the layout down below here, I don't know what side it's ever on, down here, we got a lot of empty spaces. We lost, well, you can see from the injury counter, right there, that we lost 4 Pokemon total. We already had lost Slippin, our Piplup. This means we lost 3 Pokemon during the fight. Now you might be wondering, wait a minute, you had Medusa, you had Canuck, of course, they're gone. You had Soul, Shelbert Pikachu, who's the third knockout in that fight. It was Soul. But, as I said, as far as recreating my original playthrough of Pokemon Pearl, I gotta keep Soul on the team, at least for a little bit longer. So I have initiated a little bit of a resurrection clause, I suppose. Whenever a Pokemon does need to come back in order to complete its destiny of completing its evolutionary chain in my original playthrough, I'm going to sort of punish myself a little bit. And I mentioned it at the end of the last episode. I was not fully prepared, admittedly, to really showcase what we're going to be doing, but what I want to do is do a physical mail-out to a lucky winner out there every time I choose to resurrect a Pokemon. And again, I'll do it very sparingly, because for one thing, it's going to sort of break this feeling of a Nuzlocke, even though I will say this game is already, or this playthrough is already breaking the Nuzlocke rules, in that I normally would have access to a lot more Pokemon available if I was doing a standard Nuzlocke, catching the first Pokemon on every route. I'm not doing that. I'm only bringing back Pokemon that I have used, also adding new Pokemon as I caught them back in my original Pearl playthrough. So in that sense, resurrecting and bringing back a Pokemon is breaking Nuzlocke rules, but not breaking, game-breakingly different than what I'm already doing. So, I mean, hopefully you guys are okay with that. If not, bear with me, because eventually, once we get through the main series playthroughs, I will be doing more standard Nuzlocks on the channel, especially it'll be more fun when they're randomized, as I did Pokemon Yellow back in the day. But to that point, I'm going to mention what I have for this prize pack. So, all you gotta do is put a comment down below. It doesn't have to be a big comment. In fact, it can just be the one word. Just put hashtag Sneasel in your comment. And, of course, Sneasel is the Pokemon that we're resurrecting here. So, put that comment down below. And this coming Sunday, which is... Let me check my calculator. Let me check the calendar. It is March 25th. So by March 25th, I'll take a look at all the comments on either the last video or this video. You can do it here as well. Put hashtag Sneasel in the comment. You have a chance to win the prize pack I will show you in just a moment. Feel free to throw a hashtag Sneasel on both videos if you like. Just bear in mind, only one entry per username, basically. So if you do it on both, you're welcome to, but your name will only go in the running for one time. And then a random selection will be made of all the people that have done the hashtag Sneasel, have a chance to win the prize pack, and I will mail it out to you. I'll get in touch with you to get your mailing address, and we'll go with that. So, what do we have for this prize pack? Now, I mentioned we're going to have some Pokemon TCG booster packs. I've got an older set of Furious Fists. That is the first item. Next, let's go more recent Ultra Prism booster pack right there. So, 2 booster packs for the prize pack. I've just got some random Pokemon TCG online codes for you as well, plus those packs come with codes as well. So we've got 3 of those. I'm going to give yous a nice full art Pikachu from the Pokemon Generations collection. I believe that is the Radiant collection, full art Pikachu. I'm also going to give you, in Pokemon Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, if you have those games, one of the shinies I have in there. And once we get in touch with the contact of whoever wins, I'll let you know what shinies I have available, and you have a chance to pick anyone that you want, and we'll set up the time to do a trade. You can get that shiny Pokemon. As well, I'm going to give you one of my original creations here, a Dotman comic book. I'm all shadowed. I've mentioned Dotman on the channel many times. If you're not sure who Dotman is, go to your computer, go to dotman.ca, get some more information. But this here is basically a 20-page full-color comic book that I made way back in the day. This was... When did this first come out? First edition came out, if I can actually open my own book, December 6th of 2006. So this is a 12-year-old book. It's sold up pretty well, right? So anyway, you have a chance to win that. And the reason I'm giving so many things away, simply put, is I'm trying to deter myself from ever losing Pokemon again, if I can help it. let's just stand all you guys back up over here so you guys can take a look at all the goodies I'll be giving away here. You know, I don't want to lose Pokemon because, first of all, it is sad to lose them, and it, you know, hinders your progress in Pokemon. So by giving all this away every time I need to bring a Pokemon back, I'm not going to want to bring them back as much as I can. But I do love the support you guys have given the channel and all the videos that we've done, so I am happy to throw out some stuff back to you guys. Alright, we are, what, 6 minutes in, I think? That's way too much of an intro. Let's do our team recap for the time being and see who we are working with on the team. Okay, so our only active team member is Sol, our Sneasel. Level 22, given to me by my friend Vi. Back in my original Pearl playthrough, I have recreated Sneasel here, Sol. I did mention this, I couldn't show off the trading aspect of the game because, of course, we don't have, like, she would have to have the DS as well, the old game, and do a Wi-Fi trade then, so couldn't really recreate it, so I have imported Sol from a different save file, but it's all good, you know. Like, as you saw, being a trade Pokemon, he does not obey, if you did see that last episode, so that makes things interesting for sure. He is a naive Pokemon. He has the Keen Eye ability, and the attack is pretty good. The speed is really nice on this Pokemon. He has Cut, Feint Attack, Screech, and Taunt. And that's it. The other Pokemon got Shelbert, although he did help us in that gym battle. We got Pikachu. We ain't using them. We can barely get through with who we have. Now, one sort of saving grace I will say about what happened is, by getting the Forest Badge, Pokemon of up to level 30 will obey me. That includes, of course, traded Pokemon. So, we've got another 8 levels for Sol to obey us. Also, with him being the only Pokemon on our team, I am going to level him up so much quicker. I don't need to spread the experience across a whole team. Plus, being traded, he's going to gain experience really fast anyway. We do have potential to add another Pokemon to our team at level 24. I want to bring back older Pokemon. Ooh, some new berries up here too. I'm going to bring out some older Pokemon from previous playthroughs. Once my full current active team, again, that's just Sol. Why did I talk this way? The microphone's over that way. Anyway, once Sol is level 24, I can bring back a level 24 Pokemon. And I do have one already prepared and ready to roll in the PC. I'm glad to see that we picked up some Oran berries there because I have planted all of my current Oran berries. I realized I probably should have held on to some. We got some Luke berries, but I do have one to give to Sol right now, and I have a new batch of soil to grow some berries in too. So what I'll do here, I'm going to plant these Blook and raspberries, I guess, since those are the ones that we have the minimum amount of right now. I've got 2 Oran berries, of course, but like I said, there's every other patch right now is loaded with Oran berries just waiting to grow. Let's do a zigzag pattern. We'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. Just to sort of keep things nice and colorful here in the Sinnoh region. Go for Raz, go for Bluck, Raz, Bluck. Good enough. And I'll give an Oran berry to our Sneasel. So, it was kind of a painful experience last time, as you, again, probably have saw. If not, there's a link in the description to the playlist. You can check that out, get caught up on all the wacky adventures we've had along the way, including the devastation of the last episode. What do you say? Or are you collecting accessories? I've got something for you. I got a big tree. Thanks. What does that do? What does it do? Talk to me. I collect berries and trade them for accessories in Floroma Town. I sometimes worry for days on end about what accessories I should be putting on my Pokemon. So I'm glad that I have Cut now for outside of battle. Hey, Silver Powder, that boosts up bug-type moves, I believe. I don't have any bug moves to work with. We got TM82 for Sleep Talk. Nice. Another TM could help us out eventually. What was I just saying? Hang on. I was just saying a thing. Okay, I'm glad I have Cut for outside of battle because look how much quicker it is to get from the southern area, where the other berry fields are, back up to Eterna City. Now, I will let you know a little something that happened. You guys might hate me for this, but when I was going through the forest one last time just before filming this episode to harvest up some berries, I found a shiny Baneri. How crazy is it that we found a shiny Zubat on screen, I found shiny Baneri off camera while I was harvesting up the berries. What you might hate me for, though, is I ran away from it. Hear me out. If I do find a shiny on camera, I will do my best to catch it. But I would have felt cheap catching that and not showing you guys the actual encounter and the capture. So I was like, you know what? As hard as it is to say goodbye to a shiny like that, I'm kind of not that hung up on shiny Pokemon just in general. I don't mind saying goodbye. I will let it go on its merry way and I'm not even planning to use the shiny Pokemon in the game is the thing, right? So, like, catching it wouldn't have really done anything for the playthrough. It would have been just like, you know, I'm going to showcase that this shiny Pokemon showed up for me and trust you guys, or have you guys trust me to have been, you know, honest about it, stuff like that. So, like, anyway, that's all rambling. We're here in Team Galactic's headquarters, I guess? Team Galactic isn't interested in the world. Our gaze is beyond the stars. Beyond the galaxy? Welcome to Team Galactic. Are you here to donate your Pokemon? What? You're not? Then kindly get off our property. Do we have to bring the pain like we did with the cycle shop manager? What did you do to him? I want a bike. What the? Don't double battle me. We are gathering Pokemon for an astonishing undertaking. Your meddling won't be tolerated. Great, it is a double battle. Sorry, dearie, Team Galactic doesn't accept children as members. So, although I do not want to use Shelbert in battle, or Pikachu, looks like we're going to send them into battle regardless. A couple of galactic grunts taking us on with Wurmple and Zubat. I'm not too worried about these guys. Alright, so, remember recently, last episode I believe I was talking about how I'm finding it difficult to get to bed in at a decent time and get up. Hang on, let me focus here. I'm going to Feint Attack the Wurmple and Shelbert. I'm going to switch into Pikachu. The reason being, if Shelbert disobeys and goes for Surf, Surf does hurt your partner in this generation. So I don't want that happening. So we'll probably faint to a Surf from our own partner Pokemon. But having trouble getting to sleep at a decent time, waking up early enough to do stuff, I don't have that option for tonight because in the morning I do have a dentist appointment that I can't really afford to sleep through. Well, maybe once I get there if they knock me out, you know. I got some work to do on my teeth, so if they want to put me under, that's fine. But, oh wait, yeah, you get bug-type attacks, but that's only leech-like. It's not like Gen 7 where it's actually something. It's nothing. Look at this. That was even a critical hit, too. That's the most power you have. Alright, and after my dentist appointment, I think we're in for a decent amount of snow coming our way, actually. So let's, hang on. Since there's not much the Cascoon can do, I don't think, we're going to Feint Attack Zubat, and Pikachu, we're going to switch you back out as well. We'll keep cycling Shelbert and Pikachu back in and out, I guess. That way, we're not really making use of them for offensive power. And they're getting experience, too, which is, you know, not much, but it's still something. So let's check out the old weather and see what they're calling for, because a couple days back, they were saying that our part of the Maritimes here in Canada is in for a potential nor'easter, last one of the season, perhaps, and the potential to bring a lot of snow to the area. Let's just see what we're looking forward to. Because if we find certain weather conditions, other Pokemon could appear in Pokemon Go. And one thing, I'm going to go turn off that heater again, because man, I can't get the temperature right in here. Alright, let us Feint Attack the Glamia, which I think is the bigger threat. Is it going to fake out me? It might. Let's get Pikachu in here to take that fake out, and Static might paralyze this thing. Alright, so let's see for the morning what they're calling for. Isn't this awesome? You're so excited, I'm sure. We got Pokemon battling on the side here. I'm looking up weather. Wow, it's amazing. It's not showing me. Anyway, never mind. Long story short, suffice it to say, we got some possible snowy weather coming our way, so that's all you need to worry about. Can we get Sol to level 24 by the end of this episode? Because if so, I can be adding another Pokemon to our active team. And I was going to say, the next level we got to hit is such and such, but I'm going to leave it as a surprise. In fact, now that I've told you level 24 is our first goal, I'm not going to mention the other goals. If you've been following the playthroughs this entire time, if you've been keeping track of every Pokemon that we've had on the team and what level that they ended off at, you can probably figure it out yourself and see exactly what level we're adding other Pokemon at. But if you haven't, that's all well and good. It's going to be more of a surprise for you folks, so we'll keep it at that. When Pikachu jump back in here, we've got our starting Pokemon. And I call Pikachu one of my starting Pokemon. You could argue that my first team from Kanto were kind of like starting Pokemon, in that they started me, like my starting team, I guess. Not a starting Pokemon exactly, but they started me on my adventure through the different regions. And they've been with me for oh so long. It's kind of cool to see Pikachu and Sol side by side here, though. I feel like I got meddled with. But dear, you're just a kid. I didn't realize that was a female. I gave her a pretty weird voice. Oh well. You wanted to go up? Well, why didn't you? Our astonishing undertaking is most certainly breathtaking. If you ever hope to see its glorious unveiling, then don't meddle with us. Too late, already doing it. You can't stop me. Hey, what are y'all doing? What? I can't speak. What are you guys doing? Team Galactic is working hard to find new energy sources for the future. Is that why you're like the Valley Wind works? Our objectives are incredible. Too incredible for me to understand. I'll fight blindly to defend them, and your intrusion won't be forgiven. Speaking of things that will not be forgiven. Okay. Are y'all watching Dragon Ball Super? I've been talking about that a lot, but some crazy amazing stuff's been happening in Dragon Ball Super right now. I'm not going to spoil things. I believe... Well, I've seen episode 130, and we only have one more episode left until Dragon Ball Super is done. Or, from what I've heard, it's going to come back at some point, but they're taking a bit of a break. I think they're doing that because I've heard that the anime needs to get caught up with the original manga. And they're a little bit, ahead of schedule, so... Look at all these Zubat and Wurmple. What are you doing? What kind of ball was that? Was that something different? I might have been seeing things, but I thought the explosion of energy was different looking. Anyways... Something happened that Goku said that he cannot forgive, and oh man, did he ever go on the offensive with that. Very cool. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, you should watch it. It's really cool. What was I fighting for again? Are you Zero? Are you Mega Man Zero? What are you fighting for indeed? What do you have against taking Pokemon from others? Look in any field or forest. Those things aren't exactly rare. You don't understand. They might not have very, high monetary value, but the sentimental value is through the roof. Let's see how good this Pokemon is. I stole it from some weak trainer. I feel bad to fight you now. I'm beating up a kidnapped Pokemon. And it's a Silcoon. It's like you can't even do anything. You can't fight back. I don't know. I think there was one other thing that suddenly came to mind as far as topics go. It's gone now. That happens to my brain sometimes. In one ear and out the same ear, just does a U-turn and bounces off whatever kind of synapses and neurons? I don't know. My neurons aren't firing. I can't think of the right word. Let's just cut this thing down to size. I usually don't go for cut because it is not fully accurate. And therefore, not the most amazing thing in the world. But, almost level up. We're getting close. What is this? This is not Sparta, this is Sinnoh. Wimpy little Pokemon. When I get promoted, I'll demand better stolen Pokemon. You'll never get promoted if you keep losing to a kid. We're conducting research on new forms of energy. We want to harness the mysterious power of Pokemon and use it as energy. But why, though? But why? Can we read these computers? No. Can we read these computers? No, they're the same computers. Alright. Oh, no. A battle. Why, thank you. We love it when people come to us to donate their Pokemon. That ain't what I'm doing. Clearly. I'm here to stop you guys. Alright, Galactic Grunt, you got 3. You got a Wurmple. My back is itchy. That's fine, though. We're good. Okay. Have I itched my nose yet this episode? I probably have, and I just don't even notice it anymore. Yeah, let's go for the cuts. We're using too many of our feint attacks. See if we can cut these things down to size. Yep, a critical cut. Alright, I'll take that. Come on, Saul. Let's get you to level 24. Then you can add a buddy to help you out. Can't wait. That's what I love about doing these playthroughs. Like, I'm bringing Pokemon forth from older generations that normally we haven't been using. Like, back in the day, I would have just played through this with, like, the natural team that we get. But I currently now have the ability to bring those older Pokemon back. There's a miss. Don't supersonic me. Thank you. That's actually decent. We resist that. Look at that. 1 hit point. We're going to dodge a cut. We're going to feint attack. 1 second. My nose has shifted positions. It's now on my back. Ah. There we go. I'm all itched up. Good stuff. And with that little interlude, let's interrude on the Silcoon with another... let's go for the cut. We can do that. A couple of cuts, I think, should do the trick. As we say, unless we miss, but we do not. Actually, a single cut does the trick. I like that as well. So hit level 23. Getting close to 24. I think we might be 24 by the time we're done here. What do you think you're doing? Leveling up my not Weavile. Sneasel, thank you. Spoilers. Anyway, you can catch Pokemon anywhere. What's so special about them? Trainers that lose theirs should quit whining and catch some more. You just, no, you don't, no. Like, hang on. We gotta have a little talk with this person. Look at, okay, Shelbert. Never mind, we can't see ribbons yet. Anyway, if we could, you would see I've got so many memories with Shelbert. I ain't just going to get another Squirtle. First of all, you can't even find another Squirtle. Second of all, there is no other Squirtle. Shelbert is the only Squirtle that matters. No offense to you folks out there with your own Squirtles. I'm sure it's the same thing for you. Ordinary people like you can't understand Team Galactic's grand designs. Come to think of it, I don't even know what's going on. Are you a simple people too? Why are you a trainer? Our mission is to implement our operations without question. It is all for the new world order that our boss will lead. You guys wrestling fans? What's going on here? Scientist Trayvon with a Kadabra. What I like about this, they give good experience. We are totally immune to psychic moves. Now, I will say that's one of the good things I will admit to having a dark type on the team, even though our introduction to Soul has not been the best. Like I said, last episode was the first time we had this Pokemon. You're not putting a really good, well, you're doing okay now because you will listen, but your initial intro into the game, Soul, was not really a good testament to what dark types can do. This won't go unpunished because the fact you disobeyed. Essentially, Soul caused us to lose all our Pokemon. If he had just obeyed against that very first Pokemon, Cherubi, against the gym leader, we would have been in a much better position to take on Roserade. I know as a trainer I could have done something different, but I am putting most of the blame on Soul in his disobedience. So let's hope he doesn't pull stuff like that again. I'm quite prepared to do anything to be promoted. One day and soon you will learn the true might of Team Galactic. Will I really, though? I doubt that. What's going on up here? What is it with this Team Galactic? Where do they take our Pokemon? What are they trying to accomplish? Pee! Or a Clefairy. Hello, Baneri. Meown. So, I guess you're probably the leader. Let's be careful. We have one Oranberry remaining. Yeah. Growing some more, too. Plus, I've got potions to use in battle, if this is a battle. Let's attack her from behind. Did you want something? How silly of me to even ask. You want to free the Pokemon. Yeah, that's gonna happen. She seems confident that I'll win. I guess. Who are you? Jupiter! Thunder Crash? Zubat. Of all the Sailor Scouts, I would have to say I like Jupiter. I don't know why. Honestly, it's probably the legs. Anyway, let's see if we can take down this Zubat here. It's weird that they're all... I think they're all named after... Yeah, we fought Mars already, right? There's Jupiter. I forget who else there is, but... Level 24. Nice. Also learn Agility. Kinda don't need that. Your speed's amazing, so let's keep the old moves, thank you. Yeah, let's give up on Agility. And my timer is done. Let's hit the dismiss button the right way this time. There we go. A Skuntank? What types is this? It's Dark Poison. So the only thing that's good against it would be Ground, but we don't have Ground. Let's lower that defense and go for some cut attacks. What are you going to hit me with? We resist Dark, we don't resist Poison. Night Slash, high critical hit ratio. Do you get that in this game, Soul? I hope you do. Because a nice stab Dark move with a high crit ratio would be pretty good. Let's go for Cut. That's double defense drop with Screech. Hopefully one more cut does the trick. Poison Gas is a big ol' whiff. Let's not get a whiff of that gas, actually. How insolent. Take a bite of this, child. Take a bite of this. Missed it by that much. Oh, it's got a berry. And a citrus? I want a citrus. Find one soon enough. And I would probably... maybe the next episode, I should backtrack and find all the cut areas that we haven't gotten to yet. There could be more hidden items and berries as well. I could do stuff like that off camera, but I'd rather have you guys here with me as I find new things. So we'll do that together at some point as we hit level 25. See, that's what I like about having this Pokemon. He levels up so quickly. Wait, that's a bad thing. If he exceeds level 30, losing to some child, being careless cost me too much. Yeah, if he goes past level 30, he's going to start disobeying again. Well, aren't you tough? It's okay, though. Our official Pokemon statue investigation is finished. Oh yeah, the statue here in town. Mars has collected energy from the Valley Windworks. We're pretty much finished here. I'll let you in on one little thing. Our boss is researching the myths of ancient Pokemon. With the power of mythical Pokemon, he will become the ruler of Sinnoh. I suggest you keep out of Team Galactic's affairs from now on. This is your last warning. Threatening, eh? I got my Clefairy back, and it's all thanks to you. But that Team Galactic, they said Clefairy came from space. Hand it over. Their logic baffles me still. It's like they're from space. Anyway, they're gone now. Thank you very much. I can't thank you enough right now, but cruise by my cycle shop, okay? Can do. Alright, but with that, we're pretty much at time. My timer did go off. I set it for a little bit shorter for make up the longer episode at the end, or the longer part at the end of the last episode. And then I realized, wait, I spent most of the first part of this episode talking about my giveaway. So, let's end off with talking about the giveaway. Feel free to... cut my way through here first. Wait, is there a... hang on. I think there's an item. But, yeah, so feel free... put a comment, hashtag Sneasel, somewhere in your comment, even if it's all there is in the comment. And you have a chance on Sunday, which was, what again? Hey, I got Thief! That's cool. Sunday is March 25th. I will choose somebody from the comment section with hashtag Sneasel, either in this one, where am I? There we go. Either in this video or the previous one to win the prize pack that I detailed at the start of the video. If you missed it, I don't know how you would miss it, because you can see the start of the video when you first start watching. But go back and check out the start and see what you have a chance to win. Hidden item? Why is this here? I'm confused. Anyway, let's end off this episode by popping in here to the Pokemon Center and taking a look at who we're going to add to our team. Now, to save me the editing process, I'm not going to add edit the layout, but you guys get to see right away who we're adding. It's a Pokemon that has not had the most impressive showing in our previous Nuzlocks, but based on level, he is the next one who's going to be joining us. Jiggy, our Jigglypuff. Whoops. Is back on our team, everybody. He's a gentle Pokemon. And let's just set them like this. What I'll do with Shelbert and Pikachu once we get a full team prepared, or basically, once we have 6 Pokemon, including those 2, when we add a 7th, I'll let Shelbert and Pikachu sit out after that. But for the time being, they're here for moral support, and if I happen to need to switch into them. But we got Jiggy and Soul as our active team. And I'll update the layout next time. We'll take a look at Jiggy next time as well, because we are finished for today. So if you enjoyed today's episode, folks, well, first of all, thank you for watching. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to pop that like button down below. You can also subscribe to the channel for some more content. The subscription link thingy will be near in the outro, as well as just down below the video at any point, really. And if you missed any episodes of Pokemon Pearl, there's a link in the description. You can check that out and get caught up on the entire playlist, as well as maybe share that with a friend that wants to check out some of our classic Sinnoh adventures here on the DS. And for some more videos that I have done, click the links during the outro to things such as Pokemon Ultra Sun, we got Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG Online, a whole bunch of cool Pokemon stuff. But with that, it is now time for me to prepare to go to sleep and get up early for a dentist appointment. Yay, fun times. With all that, we are done. Thank you once again, folks, for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.